Tired of going through it, tired of going through it with you. Tired of going through it, tired of all the pain. Tired of going through it, tired of going through it with you. Tired of going through it. I'm sick and tired of arguing. I wanna tell you that I'm leaving. I could just say you love a man and turn around and mistreat him. Leaving. I'm sick and tired of arguing. I wanna tell you that I'm leaving. I could just say you love a man and turn around and mistreat him. Leaving. I could just say you love me, thinking of me, then turn around and act ugly like you don't trust me, then say fuck me. Try to talk and now she holler, don't touch me. Try to ask a question, now she huffing and puffing. Like, baby, I ain't did nothing. She roll her eyes like, damn, I know you still outside thugging. You not worrying my husband, cause I need gifts and trips and buy me roses by the dozen. Like diamonds and pearls and trips with my girls. Only thing you give is deep dive with the swirl. And I can't lie, boy, your loving is good. How you gon' wanna get rich, but you won't leave your hood? You're scared of greatness, I'm tired of basic, I can't take it. Every time your phone rings, it's another demonstration. I can't take this pain no more. I'm sick and tired of arguing. I wanna tell you that I'm leaving. I could just say you love a man and turn around and mistreat him. Leaving. I'm sick and tired of arguing. I wanna tell you that I'm leaving. I could just say you love a man and turn around and mistreat him. Leaving.
Oh, you pointing fingers now like you ain't got no flaws. I was sitting home waiting, you was dodging calls. Niggas checking for me daily, I was dodging balls. Loyalty cause you my baby, nigga, knock it off. If you wanna leave, then go and leave. That's not a threat to me. Cause see, you always start a problem, want me to solve it. That's your recipe. But not this time. Leave your keys, get your kids, and get your shit. Make it quick, 1-2 step, like Sierra in this bitch. See, you wanted a housewife, and you want the street life. I can do math, baby, that just don't math right. Meant to say add right, chill with all that extra hype. This is not Nintendo, you do not get an extra life. You bout to need an extra wife, cause this one done had it. This love's a stick shift, I need that automatic. Arguing, get your stuff and just leave it. You tell me that you love me, baby, I don't see it. If you're really tired of arguing, get your stuff and just leave it. You tell me that you love me, baby, I don't see it, see it.
Yes, we are the apostles of the youth boxing community. and we're bringing It's Boxing to You.
It's the apostles, and we come to lay of hands. Half step, weave the jab, uppercut, pick up your mans. It's Pastor Gucci Cam, Sugar J the wise man. We bring them to the light, make these haters understand. North side is where I stand. Nebraska, that's the land. We cancels out the jab from a southpaw stance. We beat the competition, knock it out with either hand. And we drop the link, so come and kick it with your fam. And we drop receipts, so keep your sources on hand. If you can't confirm that this facts, you spread propaganda. Make sure you hit the like when you subscribe to the channel. One love to the playback gang and the panel. It's boxing to you.
It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. Represent the 402. Heavy and Terence Crawford, that's what we do. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. What it do? Represent the 402. Terence Crawford, BNB, yeah, that's what we do. What up? Y'all know who it is. It's the Goose to you. Mr. Goose to you. They said we weren't gonna do it, Cam. They said we weren't gonna last in this bitch, but we here. The apostles of the YouTube boxing community. We laying hands on their ass. Y'all see what it is. We got young Sugar J, the switch hitter from BNB, coming out 2023. One love. Y'all don't know what it is, but y'all gonna see what it is. Mr. Gucci, you, Cam the Baptist, Sugar J the Wise One, we are the apostles of the YouTube boxing community.
What it do, and one love to you, what it is, man. It's your main man, Cam the Baptist, back at you with another episode of It's Boxing to You. Waiting on my brother, Mr. Gooch to you, a.k.a. Pastor Gooch to you. And young Sugar J the Wise Man. I think Sugar J is actually in training right now. I told y'all, youngster been having 2-a-days leading up to his August 12th bout. He has another fight coming up in August, so we definitely want Sugar J to get in there and be the best version of himself that he could possibly be. So, nephew, if you got some time, come on through. If not, man, we'll catch you later on the flip side, baby boy. But keep doing your 1-2 thing. Yo, shout out to everybody that's tuned in, man. One love to the playback gang. One love to everybody, man. It's fight week, dog. It's fight week. It's fight week. It's motherfucking fight week. So you already know what the fuck is about to go down. Man, we got a welterweight super fight on our hands in less than 24 hours, ladies and gentlemen. Terence Bud Crawford is set to make history against Errol Spence Jr. We got 2 undefeated champions. Errol Spence Jr. is currently the unified IBF, WBA, and WBC champion, while my guy Terence Bud Crawford holds the WBA welterweight championship. These young men will battle for welterweight supremacy this coming Saturday, July 29th at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I'm hella excited because, dog, it's Native Omaha week here in the city here in Omaha. Man, I can't wait to see my boy go out there and make history and shut all the naysayers up, right? But recently, it's been a crazy media blitz for both Terence Bud Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. We've seen both of these guys do more interviews for this fight than we have seen them do in their entire career, like the whole tenure of their career. These guys haven't been real big into talking to media, doing a lot of interviews, doing a lot of shows, podcasts, things of that nature. But for this fight, man, we've seen these guys everywhere, right? Most recently, Bud actually was able to sit down and catch up with the guys from the Pivot podcast. And I don't know if you guys ever check out the Pivot podcast. There's a couple brothers on there. All three play professional sports. I believe all three play professional football in the NFL. And they just like to sit down with different athletes, men and women, and just kind of, get kind of a behind the scenes look and just kind of chop it up with people on more of a personable level, just about life, their career, things of that nature, man. And we actually got to see Terence Bud Crawford sit down with these guys. And I got to say, it was a fire interview, man. So we're going to go ahead and get right into this thing because I'm pulling double duty today. I'm going to hop in and cook on this podcast with y'all real quick. And then in about an hour or so, about a good hour and a half or so, we're going to be shutting this down and coming back because we have the official weigh-ins that's supposed to be premiering this afternoon from out in Vegas. Now, I did hear that the guys already had a ceremonial weigh-in. Both guys weighed in. Both fighters made weight. But the final presser and final weigh-in will be this afternoon. So we definitely going to get into that and take a look at it because, the Apostles, North Omaha to the core. It's Team Crawford through and through, Team B&B Boxing all day, every day, twice on Sundays. Y'all know how we coming. So without further ado, I'm going to get off into this interview for y'all. And, man, let's enjoy this thing together, man. Let me know how y'all like it, and we can cook on it, man. If we don't cook on this too much right now, we definitely will for sure after the weigh-in. And, yeah, let's get to it, man. It's boxing to you. Cam, Gooch, Sugar J. Good job, Apostles. Numbers. Yee. All right, let's get it. Come on. All right.
Real people.
Real rush.
Damn
real
ads.
drama. The real WSOP thrill in your hands.
All right,
for free.
let's get it. What? Hold on.
Chan, he got that afro too, though, Chan. He got that same afro.
He got the Malcolm X going.
He got the same afro.
Man, the troops.
Hey,
what's up, brother, man?
You don't walk like you can't fight. What's that? Hey, you don't walk like you can't fight. You know what I mean?
I walk in places confident.
Yeah,
I know you walk in places stupid confident.
Man, recently we ran up on one of our homeboys. He had a bodyguard. We got all the way up on him. And then when we got up on him, we hit him like this. And then the bodyguard walked up. And was way too late. Look at Chan said, chill out.
Straighten his arms, bro. You good. Yeah, you good. You can't do nothing like that.
You know, they say they don't believe in birth control in Omaha, man.
They just
I just don't, you know what I mean?
took 7.
7,
That's cool.
6-1.
Damn.
But you got 6 boys, though. That's cool.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying 6-1.
Oh, okay.
6 by one person.
Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah, 6-1.
Did you want to have a bunch of kids?
Yeah.
You always wanted to?
Yeah. I was the only boy. Yes.
Hey, Chan, his sisters used to beat him up like your sisters used to beat you up.
Yeah. I don't talk about it too much because they get mad at me, but I'm 72-3.
Yeah.
2 of my losses were to my sister.
Yeah.
And one of them, she beat me with the antenna off of S10.
Man.
Man,
Hey, my sisters was rough, man. They was real rough. And those are all 4 of the boys right there. 4. Yeah, 4 boys, 3 girls.
3. That's 3 of them.
But man, see how they just got in line, bro? He said, sit back there, and they just, my boys, all over the place. Don't get it twisted, they bad. Yeah.
They don't watch their daddy's hands.
They bad.
But you know, he chill too, though. You can tell. When your resume says certain things, man, you ain't gotta talk a certain way. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Sometimes you gotta let them know though, before you cross that line. You warn them.
You think are you as hard as your mom was, or you, or no?
On my kids? Nah.
You ain't like your mom was?
Nah. By far. By far.
Yeah.
She was hell. What? She was tough. Nothing, I was getting whooped for nothing.
You did something.
No, that's what she say. I'm gonna whoop you because you're gonna do something later.
Hey, you see what Eddie Murphy said? Daddy told him, nothing from nothing leave nothing.
Yeah,
you gotta do something. Mother have to punch in the mouth.
Yeah.
Hold up. Niggas to me can't pinning it. I'm about to hear the witness it. Get my people feeling militant. We ain't finna get me up. On the mission, get me up. Knowing me, I got the key. On this vision, I can trust. Limited. Niggas to me can't pinning it. I'm about to hear the witness it. Get my people feeling militant. We ain't finna get me up. On the mission, get me up. Knowing me, I got the key.
Welcome to the Pivot. We're excited to be here. This is obviously the biggest boxing match that can be made. You know, there are super fights, and there's mega fights, and then there's legacy fights. And the fight between you, Terence Bud Crawford, and Errol Spence, it's a legacy fight. It's a fight for pound, undisputed champion, for welterweight, undisputed champion. And the reason it's one of those fights is because of what you've accomplished. This is Channing, I'm RC, this is Freddie T, man. And so we just want to say thank you for spending some time with us during camp. We are excited about this match, man, but just in understanding your story, but you almost weren't here, bro. It's a dice game. You're sitting in your car, bullets ring out, and you get shot. Take us back to that moment and how that shaped you moving forward, because you said that changed you.
Yeah, it changed me in a lot of ways because I was already a troubled kid at that time. I was already trying to find my way in the world today. But when that issue happened, it like changed me into a dark side. But my uncle, being a pastor, he brought me back over to the bright side, you know, and letting me know that God got a lot in store for me, and it wasn't my time to go, and that was just a warning that you got a lot to live for, and just making things make sense. I was always talented. I was always doing positive things. It was just I was around the wrong people, the wrong crowd, and hanging out and doing the wrong things. But I was always that person in the gym, but leave the gym. I'm with the homies and chilling and doing things that, you know, I shouldn't have been doing at the time because I should have been focusing on my career. But it was like a wake-up call.
It's funny, we were just talking about how bad of a kid you were.
Yeah.
How you was out there knocking dudes out in the alleyway, just having fun, 6 years old, knocking people's teeth out. Like, where did that come from? What was that anger there for? And it's crazy to say it worked out for you.
Right.
But where was that anger there from?
I don't know. A lot of people ask me why I was always angry, and I really couldn't give them an answer. I don't know. It was just something in me. And my reply was maybe my father missing in my life and him being in a whole another state and not there with us. And maybe that was the reason why I was so angry at everything. And my mom, she was always against me, and everything I do or turn around, I'm getting a whooping. So I became immune to pain because you say something, you get a whooping. You do something she don't like, you get a whooping. Anything, you touch something you don't supposed to touch, you getting a whooping. So everything was a whooping. So as a young kid, when I go out into the real world, this guy say something I don't like. He do something I don't like, because that's all I know. It's like anytime I did something that I wasn't supposed to do or say something or anything, I'm getting a whooping. So it's like, all right, well, that's how it's supposed to be. So when I go to school and somebody say something, mob. Somebody do something, mob. Then you get home, get a whooping like, dang. So then it became a point where I'm like, all right, well, I'm already about to get a whooping. I might as well drag it out, you know? So that's how it was.
Is you the illest nigga in Nebraska?
Not Belly.
That's a fake movie, man.
That's to my point then. You know, because obviously that's a classic movie for our culture, and everybody knows that line. Like for me, paint the picture. Like, what is it to do in Nebraska? I'm from a small town as well. There's nothing to do, and the closest big city is Miami for me. And I know when I first went to Miami, it was like, okay, this is Miami. Like growing up in Omaha, you know, being in trouble, what was there to do? Maybe the lack of led to some of those trouble?
But no, we had a lot of programs coming up that keep the kids out of trouble and that you can go and do and to stay busy. But Omaha is just like any other city. You got the ghetto, you got the good part, and you got, you know, the average neighborhoods that, you know, is somewhat cool and not cool. But there's a lot of things that do in Omaha when you're from Omaha. There's a lot of trouble to get into when you're from Omaha, hanging out with the wrong people and hanging out where you shouldn't be hanging out at. When I came up, it was a gift and a curse, because we'll go over here and play basketball at the park, and then we'll leave basketball and then go shoot out windows with the BB gun. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, all right, that was fun. Let's go do something else. Or let's go at the Boys and Girls Club and play ping pong, basketball, football, and then we're going to go beat up these dudes walking up the street. Like, it was always something to do.
They say you shot up the, Edmondson Rec Center with a BB gun?
Yeah.
Golly, boy, you were bad as hell, man. You know, you're painting a picture for us of what young Bud Crawford lived with, what that life was like. But when we look at your professional career, it almost seems seamless, right? You've won championships in 3 different divisions. You're the WBO welterweight champ, 39-0, 30 KOs. But that's not necessarily how your career got started when you look at having 70 amateur fights, plus 70 amateur fights, but you don't go to the Olympics. And they say you kind of fell out of favor with USA Boxing. You don't even win the Golden Gloves in your own city. How did those experiences shape sort of that work ethic that, you know what, I got to keep grinding, I got to keep working, because they seem to be trying to take things away from me as I'm working to earn them?
Being from Omaha, not being a big boxing state, have led a lot of decisions to go against me. But not only that, my reputation. Coming up as a young kid, they always would say, "Man, that little dude bad." Everybody always put things in people's head like, he's bad. Even if I ain't did nothing to you, he's bad, or he's trouble, or he's a ticking time bomb. So when I got to the USA team, fighting in Venezuela in the crowds, getting into it with teammates, getting into it with coaches, I was just that type of kid. You really couldn't say nothing to me without me saying something back or rebuttaling from what you said to me if I didn't agree with it. So I had kind of got that reputation that I was uncoachable, which I did everything I was supposed to do. It just was, you're not about to talk to me any kind of way, because I had that toughness and like, you're not about to punk me. You're not about to do none of that to me. You know, where I'm from, you don't talk to me like that, and we don't deal with that. So I kind of wore that chip on my shoulder.
Hey, he ain't lying. That's really a North Omaha way of life. Like, respect to take you so much further around these parts. Like, I believe in giving everybody their respect, giving everybody, you know, their love as an individual, as a human being, what have you. But one thing I'm not gonna stand for is disrespect. Like, if I show you love and I show you, you know, some kind of decency, you know what I'm saying? The last thing I'm expecting is for you to disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be damned if I put up with it, if I deal with it, and I'm gonna stand on it. You know what I mean? Like, so I know exactly what he's talking about. This is Like, yeah, that's a North Omaha rule of thumb, way of life, whatever you want to call it. But a lot of us raised in the city were raised on a lot of the same models and principles. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna talk to me crazy. You're not gonna say nothing out the way to me, and I ain't. You know what I mean? I'm over here, handling my business or giving you your respect. Respect is a two-way street. You know what I mean? And that's one of those things that some individuals like myself is willing to go behind.
Losing in the finals and the Golden Gloves, losing in the trials, it just made me more hungrier because I knew in my heart that them guys didn't beat me and they wasn't better than me. So it just made me work so much harder. And like I said, when I lost the Olympic trials and everybody was coming up to me and they got the cameras in my face, I said, it's cool. I'm gonna see them in the pros. But now we in the pros, and now you see politics played a big factor in the amateur game, and politics still play a big factor in the professional game. But you see where I am right now, and you see where all those guys that they got a handout here. You got a lucky victory over Terence Crawford. So it all played out the way it's supposed to. So I can't be mad at how it played out.
And bro, you brought it up, which I was gonna get to the politics of it. Like a dude from the streets that at one point figured out your hands is better than the hands of the world. Like, you figured that out.
Right.
But now you have to navigate the politics. Now it's a business. Now the business of Bud Crawford is bigger than that. How hard is that to figure out? And the promotional side, like the business side of you is something I call them ecosystems. Like when you walk in a place, there's people that are working for you. There's people that are feeding their kids off of you. To work the politics of what you've become, was it hard to do it, and when do you think you mastered that?
Well, of course, it was real tough dealing with the politics and dealing with people saying that you're not worth this or you're not worth that, and you feel as if you is. So you can't tell me what I'm worth, just like I can't tell you how much you worth. We go in there, we as fighters, we put our life on the line every time we step in a ring just to entertain the people that want to see us fight. So you're going to tell me my life is not worth what I say it's worth? So, yes, it's tough. And then the boxing side of it, I'm still learning. I haven't learned it all, but I'm still learning day to day. I'm trying to gain all the knowledge I can and trickle it down to the next generation. Because what I deal with is a testimony to where they don't have to deal with it. I will coach them and put them on game to where they don't have to deal with it. And maybe, who knows, in the future, boxing can be different, where politics ain't playing a big factor in boxing like it is right now.
Talk about politics, and that's associated with all sports. We all had to deal with it. But talking about legacy, being shot after your fourth fight, right? Being shot and almost losing everything. Was that a defining moment where you said, look, I have to start focusing on my legacy? And then fast forwarding to this fight, because RC asked you that this fight is a legacy fight. That's what we say. We look at it and say, this is the matchup we all want. For you, though, is that career defining? Is this a legacy fight for you?
Recordings just got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that.
Well, when I got shot, for me to change my life the way that I did and stop hanging out with the guys that I hung out with, my career started going up. It was crazy. God do wonders, and I just put it all in his hands. And yes, this is a legacy fight for me. This is a mega fight. This is a superstar fight. This is all those in one. With me and Errol Spence Jr., a lot of people, they writing me off because they say, oh, well, he's too small, or he haven't fought nobody like Errol Spence, or his resume is this, or his resume that. There's a lot of things that a lot of people can say, but on July 29th, all the answers to everybody's questions will be answered.
But I got to ask, because you can't go over, bro, you got shot in the face?
In the head.
In the head?
Yeah.
Tell me about that. I've heard the story, but you get shot in the head. You sit in the car, RC laid it out. You get shot in the head. What's the rest of that night like getting shot in the head?
I get shot. I duck down. Car getting shot up. You know, it's a lot of bullets flying. And at that time, when the bullets stopped, I drove myself to the hospital. And the hospital was like filled with so many people that they was calling the police up there to escort people out. And I was supposed to fight on TV at that time. And I'm still telling my manager I still want to fight. And he like, man, you got a bullet fragment in your head and you talking about fighting. They're like, nah, man, we can cancel that. I was just like, I was more mad about me missing the opportunity to fight on TV than I really was getting shot, because getting shot at was almost kind of like normal because we was already used to getting shot at, but I haven't experienced the time to actually get shot like all my other peers and all of my other friends.
I think it's sad to hear all of my other friends and all of my other peers. And that story is a story of a lot of people that come from places like where you do, cities, where you do, communities, where you come from. But we're here, man, for the fight. And we talked to Errol. And Errol has a ton of respect for you. And you're the betting favorite. Everybody that we've talked to around the fight, they're like, man, I don't know. I got to go with Bud. But you're the B-side, right? You're the guy, even though I'm 39-0, even though I got 30 knockouts, I'm the B-side. Errol says he's the one that puts butts in the seats. He's the one that makes people buy pay-per-views. What do you have to do to go out and prove that you're that guy, that you're the top dog in this? Because that's what this fight is about. And how much fear, if any, goes into what everybody is saying is that this is the matchup that changes my life. And you yourself said, nobody I fought is like him.
Well, I didn't say nobody I fought is like him. I said that's what a lot of people say.
I got you.
Nobody I fought is like him. At the same time, I can't think of one opponent that is just like him. No, I can't. Yeah. You know, so that statement is somewhat true. But I don't know, man. I respect Earl. I respect him. I just feel as if they lined him up very great to fight the type of guys that he fought, to be on pay-per-view and to sell pay-per-views. I wouldn't say it was all him, not taking any credit away from him, but you got two fighters that's fighting. When you look at his numbers against Mikey Garcia, there was good numbers. But when you look at his fight against Ugas, they weren't so hot. When you look at the fight with Danny Garcia, they really weren't so hot. So fighters fighting each other sell the pay-per-views. So this fight with me and Errol Spence, we're going to surpass more than both of us have did, because we got a dancing partner. A lot of people want to see Terence Crawford. A lot of people want to see Errol Spence. So that's going to make for a great event. It's not going to be, oh, well, I sold all the pay-per-views if I win, or he sold all the pay-per-views if he win. It's we collectively came together and made this a big event. And yes, the winner is going to benefit off of everything, going forward, because the numbers is the numbers. But at the end of the day, it takes two to tango.
What's y'all relationship like, though? Because then y'all FaceTime and talk about family, talk about business, and trying to get this together. Because when I'm looking at you guys in the press conference, right, like it was fun, and y'all talk y'all stuff, but it was respectful. You could tell that both of y'all understood what the other man had accomplished and what they were capable of. When you look at him as a man, how do you see Errol Spence?
Well, like I said, I'm a fan. I've been a fan. I respect him as a man, as a father. There's no need for me to be disrespectful to a fighter that's not being disrespectful to me. I never came off as I gotta talk trash to this guy and disrespect him to sell a fight. My hands gonna do that. All my fights is exciting. So that kind of hurted me in my career because a lot of people say, oh, well, you don't talk trash or you don't do this or you don't do that and this is what the people want to see. And this, I said, no, the people want to see knockouts. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you say it. I can talk all the trash I want. If I go in there and move around, pity pat, do all this and do all that, they're going to be like, oh, he boring. Oh, he just talking. He boring. But if I go out there and be like, yeah, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I'm going to whoop your ass. And then I go whoop your ass and I knock you out. They're going to be like, man, that dude, he bad. He don't do all that crazy talking. He respectful and he knocking people out. We respect him. Now, if he was to come and be all crazy and disrespectful, then now we got confrontation. And that's how it always been for me.
I saw a ratings video. Both of y'all talking about respect, right? And it was ratings about ring IQ, offense, defense, the whole thing. And you were very generous, in your assessment of him and very respectful. And then it got to the one question, the one rating question. And I think boxers are kind of sensitive to this. They asked about the resume. I think you gave him a 6 or a 7. And he gave you a 0.5. 0.5. What do you say to that?
Well, listen, come July 29th, I guess it's going to be another 0.5 that I'd have been in the ring with. And that's how I carry it because mostly all the recent fighters that I've been in the ring with, a lot of people felt as if they was going to beat me. They felt as if I was the smaller man. They felt as if these guys was more proven in the welterweight division. Okay, so be it. I knocked them off now. Oh, this guy was washed up. He wasn't the same fighter, or he was past his prime, or this guy's father threw in the towel, or he didn't train. I guess I get so many excuses. So July 29th, just give me my credit. Give me my props.
Stamp on it.
Like you're saying, the moniker of how they're painted, where Earl's bigger, stronger, he can bully you, but you're the technician. It sounds like it's when white dudes play sports, and they always say they work hard. They know the plays. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like they kind of paint you as, he has a high motor. Yeah, high motor. Hey, coach on the field. Coach him. He's very coachable. Like you understand the game of boxing, but they're acting like Earl's coming in as this big, Adonis, just whatever. Like, do you like that moniker? And you are a technician. The switch, southpaw, all that you do is very technical. But do you like that moniker that they put on you before these fights?
I love it because I get the opportunity to prove it wrong. All these guys that they said that was bigger than me, stronger than me, was going to bully me. It seems like I was the bully in the fight. Yeah. In all of them. When I first came into the welterweight division in 2018, I called for all those guys. I called out all those guys. Only one I didn't call out was Sean Porter. I said I'd rather me and Sean Porter fight at the end because our friendship and our relationship. But set aside that, I wanted to fight Keith Thurman. I wanted to fight Danny Garcia. I wanted to fight Pacquiao. I wanted to fight Jeff Warren. I wanted to fight Errol Spence. I wanted to fight all those guys. Nothing happened. Where was everybody calling for me to fight Ugas when he had a title?
Ooh.
Where was everybody calling for me to fight Sean Porter when he had a title?
Ooh.
Nobody was saying, we want to see you fight Sean Porter. And I told him that when he called me. I said,
hey, now that is a perfect fucking point. That is a perfect talking point. Because when your Dennis Ugas had a belt, they said nothing about Terence Crawford versus Ugas. As a matter of fact, I heard a lot of you aerosexual channels actually making the talking point saying that Team Crawford was avoiding fighting Ugas. Bomac called Ugas a dangerous fighter, and they don't want no smoke with Ugas. Y'all swept that shit right under the rug when that fight could have happened in order for Bud to be unified. When Sean Porter had a belt, y'all made no qualms at all whatsoever about having him unified with Terence Bud Crawford. it wasn't until he lost that belt to an in-house fighter, suddenly the fight with Terence Crawford seems more feasible, more able to be made, the easier fight to be made. Fuck out of here.
And listen, they just trying to gauge me because of how you and Errol Spence fight fell out. Oh, Sean Porter did this to Errol Spence. Let's see what Sean Porter can do with Terence.
For 2023, I am exposing fake games, and this one is Top War.
Ad time. It's another ad time. All right.
We got nothing to do with me how y'all two fought, because the styles make fights.
Let's go back.
It's to Errol Spence. Let's see what Sean Porter can do with Terence. Ain't got nothing to do with me how y'all two fought, because the styles make fights. So then after I fight Sean Porter, and then the fight goes how it goes, or he wasn't training, or he was retired, or he's this. But prior to that, it wasn't that he was retired, he wasn't training. It was, oh man, Sean Porter gave Spence a hell of a fight, and potentially should have been a draw, or he could have beat Errol Spence. I don't know if Terence could beat him. Sean too rugged, this and that. Even with
Facts.
You know, even when I fought Amir Khan,
Facts.
A lot of people saying, okay, if Bud catch him, he probably can knock him out. But if Bud don't catch him, Bud gonna lose. Jeff Horn, he's too big. He roughed up Pacquiao. He's going to rough up Terence Crawford.
Facts.
You know, so I hear it over and over and over and over and over. I've always been the smallest guy.
And that's funny because these are all talking points that you aerosexuals have used in the past to discredit Terence Crawford when he had a new opponent coming up on the horizon. That's crazy. Talk that shit, bud.
I was one of the smallest guys in high school. That never bothered me because I always had the biggest heart.
Hey, and no cap, I got to tell y'all a quick Terence Crawford story. He was one of the smallest cats in school, right? Wasn't never really that big. But the classic story about Terence, that everybody in the school, we knew Bud boxed. We knew Bud boxed at CW because Bud wasn't the only fighter in our school that boxed at CW. It was a group of boxers that fought, you know what I mean, kind of deal. So who was it? Bud Crawford, my guy Tejas Shackelford, who else? The homegirl Kyra, you know what I'm saying? Like it was probably a good 4, 5, 6 people that fought at CW, right? But check game. Bud was a smaller cat. The talk of everybody's if you ask a lot of people who went to school with Bud or who knew Bud back in the day, the two classic Bud fights was he fought this white boy named Donnie, and he fought my cousin, but I didn't even know shit about it. He beat up my cousin named Otis. All right. Shout out O, man. Now listen, anybody who knew Otis in school, Otis was a big ass dude. Otis was a heavyweight back then type shit. Like Otis had to be every bit of I want to say 5'8", 5'9", 5, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, somewhere between 5'8" and 5'10", I want to say, somewhere like that. You know what I mean? Damn near, you know what I mean? Like, and maybe, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I want to say, yeah, like 5'9", 5'10", somewhere in there kind of shit. But Otis was damn near 300 pounds. You know what I mean? He was damn near 300. He was a big boy. And Otis was knocking niggas out back then. Otis knocked out grown man type shit. You know what I'm saying? With his kids. But him and Bud got into it. And they had words. And Bud told him, I'll beat your ass. And he laughed like, little nigga, I'll fuck you up. Woo, woo, woo. Man, dog. They said him and Bud squared up and got the tussling. Bud, they said he couldn't touch Bud. Bud was giving him pieces. Doo, doo, doo. Every time O swing, he missed. They said O went to swing, and Bud gave this big nigga a body shot. Boom! Dropped it. Dropped it. Body shot. Ah. Now, mind you, this is young, high school, small, frail, scrawny Terence Crawford. The young man dropped. He dropped the heavyweight kid, man. When we was kids. This was high school, bro. This is the talk of school type shit. You know what I mean? Like niggas still talk about. Matter of fact, the homie shout out my nigga A. That nigga just posted on Facebook the other day, like talking about this Spence fight. Like, man, I don't know what y'all see with this Errol Spence shit. Y'all talking about how big Errol Spence is. I watched Bud drop a heavyweight in high school. Remember when he beat up Otis? Everybody on the status laughing. Oh my God, that shit classic, that shit. So I didn't watch this man drop heavies before. Long before. And he wasn't the only heavyweight that I didn't see or heard tell of him getting down on. Another story in the hood, one of the homies, you know what I'm saying, who shall remain nameless. Yeah, they said he put him, they said he sent him to sleep experts. So yeah, he wasn't the first, you know what I mean, big guy that Bud fought kind of shit. Man.
So I can be the smallest guy. That don't mean nothing to me.
Yeah, like I've been small. These hands the same.
Yeah. And they big.
These hands the same.
You touch people now, yeah.
No, I'm just saying, I got some big mitts. You know what I mean? That's what catch throwing.
Well, you cannot play no football. Ooh. I know you couldn't throw. You just ran to every play.
Let's be honest, but you was in Omaha.
That's cool, man. Yeah.
There's no top quality football played in Omaha.
You better.
Whoa! Y'all got the fucked up. Y'all better do y'all motherfucking research on the city, dog. First of all, Ahmad Green is from Omaha, Nebraska. The fuck is y'all talking about? Ahmad Green, Omaha, Nebraska. Clinton Childs, both great Nebraska Cornhusker tailbacks, both from Omaha, Nebraska. What? Randy Stella, Omaha, Nebraska. Are you serious? Come on, bro. Y'all gotta stop that. Y'all gotta stop that. Calvin Jones. Great motherfucking me. Nebraska tailback. Went to the NFL, won a Super Bowl. From Omaha, Nebraska. The fuck are y'all talking? Y'all gotta stop that. Man, y'all can't be sleeping on my time. I know we small. I know a lot of folks act like they don't know. But bro, yeah, man, we done had some quality athletes come out the city. There ain't been a whole lot. That's because niggas was getting fucked off with others. Bro, we've had professional quality athletes in both football, basketball, and boxing for I don't know how many years, as long as I've been dealing with and playing and fucking around in the sports. Like dope ass fucking wrestlers and shit. Like, man, y'all better do y'all motherfucking, y'all better do y'all research about Omaha, bro. Yo, what was Cuz' name that went to North High? Was it Michael Cooper? No. Hold on, wait. I'm finna tell y'all. Hold up. Hold on. He played for the Lakers on Showtime. He played on the Showtime Lakers with Magic Johnson. Let me look. Where's it? I gotta look this shit up real quick. Cause what was his name? God, dog. Wow, damn, no. No, it wasn't Coop, because Coop was from LA. Damn, what is Cuz' name? Fuck. Hold on. Now I gotta go look this up again. Oh shit. How can I forget? Eric Strickland, Nebraska. Now y'all know Tyronn Lue went to Nebraska. Come on, man. Now these is Cornhuskers. But Bob Boozer is from Omaha. Like, man, y'all got Kyrie Thomas. Are y'all, man? These are NBA players too. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta stop it. Lindsey Bourne, the WNBA, is from Nebraska. Y'all niggas. Jason DeRusso. Shout out Jason, man. Y'all, man. Who else? Ron Kellogg. Marvin Stewart. My nigga Andre Woolridge. They don't know nothing about Dre Woolridge, man. Anton Gill. These is all Nebraska, man. All NBA athletes from Nebraska. NFL athlete. My nigga Niles Paul. Shout out Niles Standish. Are y'all serious, bro? Are y'all serious? Like, seriously? Man, y'all gotta stop it. They shitted on, but then they shitted on Eric Crouch. They shitted on Eric Crouch. He played for Miller North. From just because they said, oh man, y'all ain't got no players in the Hall of Fame. Funny how they moved that motherfucking me goddamn they moved that shit back, man. Like, I don't want to have to go through all the NFL players who, you know what I'm saying. Shout out Big Titus Adams. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know who Titus Adams is, Titus Adams from Omaha, Nebraska, played motherfucking me, Creighton Prep. I played ball with him and Stevie Hicks. Shout out R.I.P. Stevie Hicks. Shout out my nigga David Horn. But yeah, Big Titus Adams. All-state lineman, bro. Went to Nebraska, was a Cornhusker, and then went to the NFL. Big Titus Adams currently now, from what I was told, is a bodyguard for Team Charlo right now. The Charlo twins, one of the Charlo twins bodyguards, Big Titus Adams. Omaha, Nebraska native, bro. Y'all gotta stop that. Y'all, the utter blatant disrespect for my city, man. It's, whew. Y'all gotta chill. My bad. Let me get back to it.
Respect Omaha like that.
Yeah.
Anybody came out of Ahman Green would have ran you over. Stop playing.
Did I play Ahman? I think did Ahman go to the Texans?
No, Ahman was nice in college.
Yeah,
and Green Bay
He
too.
was nice in the league.
He was nice in Green Bay.
He was
You're
nice
right about that too,
Come
friend.
on, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him
I
this.
think I played Ahman. Then he goes to
Niles
Texas
Paul?
afterwards. Yeah.
That was late.
Eric Crouch.
I played with
When I was in
Niles in
Texas,
Washington.
he wasn't worth
Stop.
a damn.
Hey man, listen, man. You better put some respect on
Eric Crouch was just good at the
Put some respect on my nigga Niles Standish. That was my North High teammate. Yeah. Put some respect on Niles Paul, dog. It's my dog right there. Shout out young Standish. Only the real can call him that. Y'all know him as Niles Paul. I know him as Niles Standish. Y'all gotta know what the fuck going on, man.
Nebraska now. Like, let's not reach.
I'm gonna tell you this. We came out.
Tommy Frazier.
Tommy Frazier was a dog.
I mean,
Thank you. Y'all forget about Tommy Frazier. Y'all forget Tommy. Stop playing with me, man. Y'all better put some respect on Omaha, Nebraska, dog. Y'all better realize this little motherfucking me town, man. Look here. Boy, it's a diamond in the rough, man. On a lot of different platforms and avenues. Y'all better know what the fuck going on.
but he from Florida.
Tommy Frazier, I got nothing to say about him.
Man, we got a lot of people.
Tommy Lawrence.
We got a lot.
Lawrence Phillips.
Lawrence Phillips. All of them, man. Come
Tommy
on,
Lawrence for hell.
y'all better stop, man.
Lawrence Phillips. Tommy Frazier. Levante David. Amir Abdullah. Randy Gregory. Are y'all fucking serious? Brent Maher, who's a fucking cold-ass place kicker. Barrett Rude. What? Y'all better put some Scott Frost hoe ass, even though I ain't like him. Rex Burkhead. Who else? Danny Woodhead, nigga. Are y'all serious? Nebraska has some nice football players come out of here, dog. They just was like, oh, you know, y'all niggas, y'all forgot about Prince Amukamura, huh? Yeah, man, y'all forgot about the Brown brothers, huh? That was killing shit in the secondary for Nebraska. Man, y'all better stop playing with me, man. Tom Rathman, Mike Rozier, and Mike Rozier was man. Man, stop playing, man. Y'all bullshit. Quincy Enunwa, Joel McAvicker. Are y'all serious, bro? Neil Smith, Nebraska, man. Neil Smith, bro. Big defensive lineman Neil Smith. Y'all, man, stop it. Put some respect on Nebraska, bro.
Where you from?
From Georgia, where football is played.
But you can't come on our show talking to us like this because we don't box, but now I'm being respectful to everybody else. He's talking. Y'all better stop playing.
He talking about, man, ain't no football came. We was bred on football.
Facts.
Nebraska Cornhuskers was bred on football.
The only people they ever say
the late 90s.
I'll be honest now,
I'm just saying, we was bred on football.
But be real now, bud. The only people that ever go to Nebraska from like Omaha be like some dude named Tommy Ivasevich that play fullback and walk on. And they go to Florida and all these other places. They all used to get them and import them.
You know why? And that's crazy that you just said that. There's so much talent in Omaha, Nebraska, but they don't want to recruit in-house. Tell me that. That's crazy. So then when you see all the players from Omaha going elsewhere, other teams, and shining and making it to the league, and then we looking at the coach for Nebraska like, so you don't want to pick him up, huh? He didn't fit your program, huh?
Yeah.
Right. So that's a big thing.
Facts.
Now because we got so much talent coming out of Omaha, Nebraska, but Omaha for some reason don't want to, recruit.
You recently said your last fight in Omaha may be the.
Hey, and real shit, shout out to the Creighton Blue Jays. If y'all know anything about the NCAA tournament in basketball, the Creighton Blue Jays have been balling for a long time. They smack dab in the middle of Omaha, Nebraska, nigga. Creighton's campus is right in the middle of the fucking hood. Like literally, they right around the corner down the street from downtown. And the dope spots is a few houses over, like a few blocks over type shit. Like homeless motherfuckers walking through Creighton campus. You know what I'm saying? Like type shit. Nigga, like, and Creighton's campus is bigger than motherfuckers think, bro. Man, y'all don't understand. To know is to have motherfucking experienced this. And Dominican Sue came from the back. You niggas, man, stop it.
The last one you ever bring back there. So just for you, what is it like to now represent Omaha in the way that you do and have them back you like that?
Man, they always back me. Ever since I was a kid, in the Nationals, Omaha have always been supportive. They always backed me since day one. That's why it was so meaningful for me to bring a world championship fight back to Omaha. That's all I ever wanted coming up, was to give back to them, because they travel, they support, they do everything they supposed to as fans and supportive community to support Terence Crawford and his journey to become world champion. So when I became world champion, I demanded that I fight in Omaha, Nebraska. And my first fight was against Gamboa, and they showed up, they turned out, and every fight that I fought in Omaha, it got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And that just shows the support level that they got for Terence Crawford, because we don't have no NFL teams, NBA teams, or baseball teams, or none of those professional teams. I am the professional team of Omaha, Nebraska. So when you look at Omaha and they want to support a professional franchise, they say Team Crawford.
Wow. And you speak about like the support Omaha has for you, but also people question you a lot. Like you're saying, the whole he's a technician, but he's not big enough. You always the smallest guy. Do you think you've earned the respect that you're shown? Do you think the boxing world gives you the respect that you're shown? And if not, what's going to do it? Is it this fight? Is it something else? Is it a number you're trying to get to, a this and O? What's that respect gonna come from?
It ain't gonna never be enough. You know why? Because it's always gonna be somebody that's trying to decredit you from accomplishing what you accomplished, because there's always a window for them to say, oh, well, the only reason why he won is because of this. The only reason why he won because of that. It's never in me. And I accepted that. Every fight, there's something negative to say about Terence Crawford. My last fight, they say, oh, well, who is this avocado? Like they didn't know his name.
Right.
Everybody disrespecting this world-class fighter when he number 6 in the whole division. Not in one station body, in the whole division. So it's like, okay, when he beat Sugar Shane Mosley for his last fight coming up, he was a bum. So this guy, okay, well, I guess I'm fighting all bums then. Just because you probably don't know too much about this guy, that don't make him a bum to be on this level. So when I meet him with facts, then they try to downplay the facts. I say, okay, well, you get in the ring with him then. Since he's a bum, since he can't fight, since he's this and he's that, you get in the ring with him and let's see how long you can last with him.
Do people not like you? Right? Like, and I'm not trying to say this in a bad way. There's a clip from the press conference, from the press tour, and you're walking by a dude in a suit, big old tall dude, bald head, look like, and you just said, "What's up?" And when you said, "What's up," he turns around. You kind of walk back. Y'all have some words, and when he's walking into the door, he's like, "Yeah, they didn't let this suit fool him," right? A lot of times when people have that reaction to you, you have a reputation. And it's either you have a reputation of being a badass, and they're like, oh, if I see Terence Crawford, I got to get my stripes off of him. Or you have a reputation of being a bad dude.
Right.
Right? And a guy.
Wait a goddamn minute. Wait a minute. You can't take somebody else's attitude, how they choose to receive you. Man, nah, like that's really not a fair assessment of it then, if that's the case, because that's the equivalent of, if I know you a hood rat, I know you a hoe, and I treat you like a hoe before getting to know you, he will say that's not being fair, right? Okay, all right, I'm done. I'm quit playing. I'm quit bullshit. Let me finish this thing up, man.
Guy that we can't like, because seemingly the way you dominated your sport, he shouldn't have to ask you if you have the respect that you deserve. The way you've dominated your sport, it shouldn't be a question of who's the next guy or why Terence Crawford beat this dude. Sometimes in a political world where we get to make our champions or we get to push who we want to push, it simply comes down to relationships and who I like. Do people not like you?
You got some people that don't like me because they don't know me. But you got more people that like me than they don't. So the people that don't like me, I just say, okay, cool. They just don't know me. They don't like me and never even spoke 2 words to me. They say, oh, well, man, when I first met you, man, I thought you was going to be this mean, grumpy dude and this and that. For what? Like, man, you just walk with that aura about you. Like, you just always ready to fight. I'm like, man, it's just natural walk. I ain't got no problem with you. You know, like, I ask a question and, you know, keep it moving.
Hey, man, it's a great week to be back with our partners at DraftKings. And y'all still have to remember, any new customer using the promo code.
Who's going to win? It's not everywhere, but it doesn't matter. Wherever you at, they got some action for you. DraftKings Daily Fantasy, you can get in the
Sportsbook app, $5.
Yeah, we got to
get
skip
you
through
$150 in bonus bets when you use the promo code PIVOT.
That shit wouldn't let me fucking skip it. That was weak. Pissed me off.
You got this laid back demeanor, man. It seems like you don't have a worry in the world. But fight fans and even casual onlookers, I can't say I'm an avid boxing fan, right? But I peek in. You know, big fights come, I want to see those because I think a lot of times that's what the sport, you know, is about for me. And we've been waiting for that matchup. Now we got it. You know, you confirmed that it's a legacy fight. And this question is about expectations and pressures, you know, that come with it. How do you manage, you know, those expectations? You said, Omaha, you know, there's no sport teams. You are the sport team. You know, so you got all that on your back. And this is the matchup that you've been waiting for, even with the people that say you're too small. You know, you haven't fought anybody. He gave you a 0.5 on the resume. What are the pressures that come with that? How do you manage those?
He keep making it a point to bring up that 0.5 on the resume. I think he was driving that home to piss him off so he can go out here and beat Errol Last.
I don't worry about it. I don't worry about none of those type of things because I know who I am as a man. I know what I got to do to make sure that I'm straight. At the end of the day, it only matters about my family and my circle that cares about me, really genuinely cares about me. Because if I was to go and get punched in the head tomorrow when I spar and I have brain injury and I can't box no more and I'm in a coma or whatever, a lot of people gonna tweet, oh man, prayers, I'm gonna pray for them and this and that and this. But then what? Yep. They're gonna go home to their family, they're gonna eat good, they're gonna do their daily routine. None of them gonna come and visit me. None of them gonna put no money on my doctor's bill. Where's gonna be all the hundreds of thousands of fans that was following me or hundreds of thousands of fans that was supportive? Where they at now?
Man.
Just another boxer that's lost in the world. And that really happens to more than a lot. So the only people that really matters when they say something is my family and my inner circle.
And with that, you know, speaking about the boxers that are lost in the world, like, has that ever been a fear, or you can't think about that?
No, it never has. Because I always, like I said, I leave everything in God's hands. If that's my destiny, if that's the way my book is written, then it will happen. I'm not worried. I'm not scared. I'm not afraid of anything. Because if something's going to happen, it's going to happen. I can't control it, for sure. I can walk outside and get hit by a car just by walking. Somebody could be speeding. I can trip on these stairs coming out the ring and break my neck. So I don't live with the fact of fear that something may dramatically happen to me in the ring or outside the ring, because if it happened, it happened. It ain't nothing that I can do. It's out of my control.
Man, that's spoken like a man that's been shot in the head. And said, you know, you felt lucky because you hadn't experienced it like your peers, or you hadn't experienced it like some of your friends. You said something to Fred that struck me. You said, I know what type of man I am. You walked in with 3 of your boys, and, you know, we were just saying, Fred said, hey, when you told them to go sit down, they went sit down, and you said, hey, don't let that fool you now. They can get after it too. You didn't have a father there every single day. It was your mother, Deborah. It was your 2 sisters. But you have your family. You have your 7 kids. There's the famous post of your daughter losing her shoe, getting her shoe back on, going out and winning the 200. And you talked about the perseverance and the grit that it took. How has your experience shaped how you are as a father?
Oh, man. It shaped me into the greatest father ever. I really believe wholeheartedly, like, there's no person walking this earth that can touch me on this fatherhood. And that's how I'm supposed to feel. That's how any real father that loves to be a dad should feel. I'm there every step of the way. I'm training for the biggest fight of my career, yet and still, my son up here is his birthday, and I'm like, what you want to do? Today is all about you. I'm going to do my little workout, and everything else is yours. Anytime my kids have any wrestling tournaments, birthdays, anything special, anything that's real significant, I'm packing up and I'm leaving. Boxing can wait. But them kids, they're going to remember that, and they're going to cherish that for the rest of their life. They're going to always sit there and say, no matter what my dad was doing in life, he always made sure he was there for my birthdays, Christmases, big events, my big tournaments, my wrestling tournaments, things like that. And that's something that I really cherished when I was little because I didn't have nobody there. My mom wasn't there. My dad wasn't there. I didn't have nobody there. I used to sit around and look at all the fighters and their family and their supportive system, and I just had the coaches and my teammates.
Man.
Like I said, them experiences made me the man that I am today, and I wouldn't take it back.
It's really a generational curse. Right. Changing it. What you've seen, you either see it and agree with it or you disagree with it. And what you saw, you disagree with that as a father not being there. So now I'm going to be there. And that's beautiful. We talk about a lot in this show. And I got to ask you about, because one thing everybody talks about is how you can jump into, right-handed and go southpaw and go back and forth. And that's one of your strengths. Is that strategic at all? Or does the fight come to you? Because everybody talks about your instincts. And I've seen you, I just watched it on the way over here. In this corner, and the dude rushed you, little Spanish dude rushed you, and you jumped out of it, got him, and hit him in the back, bink, and laid him down right there. And I was like, did you know that was coming? Is that switching back and forth? Do you say first round, second round, I'm gonna do this, third round, I'm gonna give him this, or is that just how the fight comes to you?
Okay, if y'all don't know what he's talking about when he knocked out Sanabria with the lead hook and made him do a barrel roll on his head.
It's just instincts. It's just how things is playing out. Sometimes I may feel I have a better advantage in the southpaw stance. Sometimes I feel like I have a better advantage in the orthodox stance. I've been doing it all my life. I used to get yelled at and in trouble for actually doing it. But once I messed up my right hand for fighting in school, I just started practicing more on my left because at the time, my left wasn't as strong as my right because, I'm right-handed and I always want to hit with the right, but my left became stronger than my right, so now I'm evenly powerful with either hand, so now it's deadly whichever way I go.
Chan often talks about how he strengthens his right hand and his left hand.
Oh my God!
Right? It's just something he said.
The left's called the stranger.
Yeah, he said, who can love him?
Around a lot.
Who can love him more than himself? We were talking about your kids. You got a lot of kids, man. Like, and you talk about switching stances and doing that. Are you ever going to switch up your kid making motto? Because you don't. How many you want to have?
Man, I think I'm done, man.
You got to even it out. You got 4 boys.
I know.
Three girls.
I'm probably done.
Put the 8-pack.
I tell you, if you're not done until you do something about getting
So let me ask you this then.
I ain't getting clipped.
The thrill.
Why not?
They don't live that long.
Who don't?
Ooh, them people that be getting clipped.
I just got clipped.
Ooh, man, you better.
Well, I'm 47. I made it. 47.
All of us, none of us can make babies anymore, but we're still here, man.
Power to y'all.
Yeah, but if you don't do something about it, it's gonna be number 8, number 9, number 10. It's gonna start lining up like your stoppages. Wait, what you say? What you say? But hey, if you get out of line, he gonna be the 11th one stop. If you keep getting out of line, it's gonna be the 11th one you got to take care of.
Yeah, maybe. I think all my kids except one was playing though. Okay, all of them. So I'm pretty good at doing what I do.
So you got 7. You feel that tingle, man. I know you quick. Your hips ain't quick though.
No. Come on, you gotta go to hip thrust. Man, I gotta do some hip thrust.
July 29th, Las Vegas, Nevada. fish fry. You posted it on your Instagram. What are we serving? Crawfish or shark bites?
Man, listen, I don't even eat crawfish, so we about to fillet him.
You say you can't catch Moby Dick with a fishing pole though.
Listen, if he Moby Dick, then I have to send my friend, go get him.
Yeah, you have to go. You got to be Ahab. Ahab was the only one that he dedicated his life to catching Moby Dick. He said he ain't no little fish. He ain't the biggest fish. And earlier too, I caught something you said. By the way,
you know what an orca is, right?
A what?
An orca.
Yeah.
They heat up Moby Dick.
So y'all know he watches boxing to you, nigga. Y'all heard what he said. Get I'm gonna have to send my friend after him. Who? Free Willy, nigga. I told you niggas, killer whales, eat sharks. Y'all don't watch motherfucking National Geographic. Y'all don't watch Discovery Channel, man. Y'all don't watch the Wildlife Channel. Y'all bullshit.
Are you killer whale? Huh? You a killer whale?
Would I?
So this is my question for you though. Earlier you started to say, when you're talking about your kids, I'm preparing for my best. You're about to say my best fight. And then you said for my biggest fight.
Yeah.
You don't think he's the best fighter you've ever fought?
Could be. Look at all the interviews of Terence Crawford. They asked that same question. Is this your toughest task? Is this your biggest fight? I don't know. Till I get in the ring. I can go in there thinking you the monster, you Moby Dick. And I go in there and be like a little straw fish. I'm like, man, this wasn't even that hard. Not saying that he's an easy fighter because none of these fighters is easy. They may look easy on the outside, but all the training, all the things that us fighters go through and put our body through to get to that one moment, that fight wasn't easy at all.
If you do what Bud has always done and your hand is raised at the end of this fight, will you think of Midge and when you do that? Will you think of Midge, man, and the fact that you didn't want to go to the gym when you were little, he come to the house and get you, your mom, you be telling your mom that you don't want to go, and she say, nah, he in the house, come get him. I know in 2018, you lost him. And I'm sure this is something that he always believed you could become. And you now get to that moment. He obviously won't be here. Will you look back and think about all of those sacrifices and ways that he poured into you that helped you become this Terence Crawford?
Always. I always think of him. I think of him, my uncles, my aunts. I always think of all of them because it kind of hurt that they not here to actually see the grown edition of Bud. They only remember the little, well, not Midge because he was present, but the bad Bud, They know the little Bud running around the neighborhood. None of them got to see the mature Bud, the Bud that's a world champion, the Bud that take care of his family, the Bud that, take care of his community. They wasn't able to see those things in a physical form. So I think of all of them. When I'm in the back dressing room, I'll be hearing little words, little people talking to me, and it might be crazy to people, but I just be like, I'll be looking up like, all right, I hear you, And Midge always said, never mind who he fought, he ain't fought you yet. Because when I was coming up, a lot of people will always say, oh man, you fighting this guy or you fighting this guy. And Midge always would say, he'll be like, lottie-dottie, we fight anybody. He ain't fought you yet. And I go in there with the mindset of, he ain't fought me yet, so I don't care who he fought. I don't care who he beat. He ain't beat me yet. Till he beat me, I don't care about what y'all talking about and how dangerous he is. So that's how I always carry.
All respect to Midge Minor, man. All respect.
And Bud, you going into this fight the 29th. You gonna go with the Joe Clark hairdo? Because I was giving you her hair earlier about it. You gonna go with the fro with the Malcolm X and all? You don't know. You ain't gonna tip fade it. He went to the press conference like that with the Gucci polo. I saw it. No edge up or nothing. Yeah, just a little tip, man.
I ain't trying to impress nobody, man. It's game time. How y'all say game time?
Yeah.
But you know they say you look good, I feel good. I look good, I feel good. Yeah, so no edge, no nothing. You not gonna. I might. Look good, feel good.
For 2023, I'm exposing fake games, and this one is top 4. Okay, so I downloaded the game, and this is it.
Fellas, our partners over at DraftKings, man, they put us in the bad spot. They want us to pick between Arrow and Bud. I ain't going, Chan. You'll do it, though.
I got it, man. And I love it. Bud was cool, and I love the swag. But Arrow's the truth. And I'm going with the truth. I think Errol Spence going to throw, and he end up knocking out Bud.
Look, I'm going to go with the knockout bet. The knockout bet. I like both of the guys. I can't pick a favorite, but I'm going to go with a knockout. Both of them are great. I don't think it'll be a decision. So knockout, 6, over under 6 round, that's my play.
Well, Freddie T brought up the curse to Arrow. Can't be cursed when they both did just show. Can't wait to see who wins.
All right, man. So that was a dope show. That was a dope interview. Overall, I want to say that was a fire interview because, listen, if y'all didn't really get an understanding of the young man, Terence Bud Crawford, born and raised in Omaha, Nebraska, if y'all didn't get a nice glimpse into some of the things that we deal with here, bro, it's a powder keg of fucking talent in my city. Like a powder keg in my city. And right now, what you all are witnessing and experiencing is a byproduct of said powder keg. You feel me? And I gotta drop this on y'all real quick. Shout out Midge Minor, rest in peace, never lose.
I got a funny feeling you're all sick of all these crab rappers biting their rhymes because they're backstabbers. But when it comes to me and my friend Doug Fresh, there is no competition because we are the best, Finesse and press, which we prove. And y'all will realize that we are the move. So listen close so you all don't miss as we go a little something like this. Hit it! Oh, yeah. You know what? Lottie-dottie. Lottie-dottie.
We fight anybody, nigga. Fuck you, mean. Lottie-dottie. We fight anybody. You put him in the ring, we about to catch a body. You understand what the fuck is going on, man? It's a whole movement, man. North Omaha is in the building. I promise you, they definitely gonna be in the building in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's 10,000, whether it's 33, they gonna step for this young man here. You hear me? And they gonna rap and they gonna do what the fuck we supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this is the biggest fight of the era. This is the biggest fight of probably the last 40, 50 years. I want to say this fight is going to do major numbers. It's going to do major things. I want this thing to be an exemplary event because I want for Terence Bud Crawford to be able to shut the mouth of all of the naysayers in such a huge way. It's going to be so amazing. It's going to be vindicating. It's going to be refreshing. It's going to be a breath of fresh air. And I promise you, It's Boxing to You is going to be right here, front and center for all of it. We're going to be right here for all of it. You feel what I'm saying? One thing we don't do, we showed you we knew who we knew. Saturday, I think I'm going to slide to the parade, show y'all something else. Cam the Baptist is just Cam. Everybody know Cam. You the funny nigga. You Cameron Edwards. You Cam. Cam. I might slide through the parade. Just to show y'all his niggas here, first of all. Because y'all swear it's 22 black people here and they all in Terence Bud Crawford camp. They all going to be at the fight. I'm going to show y'all something. Show y'all just a little sneak preview. You feel me? Nothing too major. Little razzle dazzle. But yeah, man, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and slide up out this thing because I'm running over in the time for my double duty session. So, listen, what I'm about to do, I'm about to slide out and slide back in. You feel me? Like that. That was nasty. Ew. I'm a perv. Ew. But we definitely going to cook on the Pivot Podcast interview on this next edition. We about to hop into this good old weigh-in because I do believe it's already live, so we about to get it cracking. One love to everybody tuned in. It's Boxing to You, Cam the Baptist. You know, normally I'm turned up, but I'm just so calm and relaxed, waiting on it. I'm waiting because I know it's coming, bro. Like, I know what's about to happen. I know what's about to happen. So, with that being said, you know, let's just allow history to take place, to run its course. All of the trolling is not gonna be until after the fight. We done talked all our shit. We done said everything we had to say. We done dropped facts. We done dropped dates. We done dropped percentages. We done dropped everything you can think it was to drop. We done dropped technique. We done dropped everything like a damn mixtape in this building. You feel me? So what I will say to y'all is this. You know what I mean? Get ready. Get ready for history. Get ready for a celebration. Get ready for a coronation. And get ready for the violation for all the demonstrations. You feel me? Because y'all been demonstrating a lot of bullshit. So it's time to issue out a major violation in the middle of the ring come Saturday night. 24 hours. I can't wait. 24 hours. We have been asking for this for so long. And I've oh my God. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. All right. I'll be right back like I left something. I'll be right back like I left something. Y'all tune in. Love y'all. Bye.
It's the Goose to You, Mr. Goose to You. And I'm with my guys, Sugar J the Wise One and Kim the Baptist.
Yes,
and we are the apostles of the youth boxing community. And we're bringing It's Boxing to You.
It's the apostles and we come to lay of hands. Half step, weave the jab, uppercut, pick up your mans. It's Pastor Gucci Cam, Sugar J the Wise Man. We bring them to the light, make these haters understand. Northside is where I stand. Nebraska, that's the land. We cancels out the jab from a southpaw stance. We beat the competition, knock it out with either hand. And we drop the link, so come and kick it with your fam. And we drop receipts, so keep your sources on hand. If you can't confirm that this facts, you spread propaganda. Make sure you hit the like, you subscribe to the channel. One love to the playback gang and the panel. It's Boxing to You.
It's Boxing to You. It's Boxing to You. It's Boxing to You. It's Boxing to You. Represent the 402. Being 10 Crawford, that's what we do. It's Boxing to You. It's Boxing to You. It's Boxing to You. It's Boxing to You. What it do? Represent that 402. 10 Crawford, BNB, yeah, that's what we do. What up? Y'all know who it is. It's the Goose to You, Mr. Goose to You. They said we weren't gonna do it, Cam. They said we weren't gonna last in this bitch, but we here. The apostles of the YouTube boxing community. We laying hands on their ass. Y'all see what it is. We got young Sugar J. The switch hitter from B&B coming out 2023. One love. Y'all know what it is, huh? But y'all gonna see what it is. Mr. Gucci, you, Kevin the Baptist, Sugar J the Wiseman, we are the apostles of the YouTube boxing community.